guys, नमस्कार दोस्तों, myself Udeshya aka UD. I welcome you all to my new YouTube channel. Let's get spiritually awakened with UD. Myself will now discuss soul. See, everyone has different views what is soul, but actually no one knows actually what is a soul. So I thought, why shouldn't we discuss soul? So, what is soul? How can we know what is soul? See, in our Vedas, in our spiritual texts, it is mentioned what is actually soul, and you can, by spiritual means, that is by yoga, know your know your soul, know your spirituality. But first, what actually is soul? What is soul? So for me, soul is always the higher consciousness of ourselves. When we see ourselves without our mind imprint. See, if you see yourself independently of your mind, that actually is soul. Because soul is nothing but the inner voice of ourselves, the deep inner voice of ourselves. We actually, many times we confuse ourselves with the things like we say our heart. In a way that we say heart, we have heart versus mind. You have always listened that there is always a conflict between heart and mind. Actually, there is no conflict between heart and mind, guys. It is always between soul and mind, because the heart is the soul in actual sense. Because see, the heart as such is shown to show emotions. That if you are angry, you are it means that many times people use soul, many times people use heart word to showcase their emotions. That is anger, love, empathy, sympathy. So these all are emotions, and you all know that you cannot buy the love in a market कि भाई 2 किलो love देना या भाई 2 किलो गुस्सा देना, because these are the abstract things. You cannot see them, but they exist. Because our scientific, what our mind says, what our mind thinks is that what we see is actual, but that is not true. But what we are not seeing also is true, because you will never see anger in a form. You will never see love in a form. We denote love in shape of hearts, but actual sense love has no symbol or logo. Same, our love, our emotions constitutes our soul. How we are, how we treat others is actually the relevance, is actually the reflection of our soul. If you treat someone kindly, it is that it is like that, guys, ki if you treat someone with kind heart, if you treat someone kindly, that means you are kind in your soul. That is what it is. Because many times who are not kind, them in the inner side, they will not be kind to anybody else. So for me, soul has always been the higher consciousness of ourselves. When we see ourselves without the imprint of our mind, when we see ourselves without the imprint of our memories. Because sometimes we say or we think we ever see there is also that in our soul depression is also an emotion. So that is also a part of our soul. You cannot see depression in any person as such if you are very observant in his behavior, but as such you cannot see in physical forms. You cannot define depression. Same, but it is a part of our soul. So soul is the abstract thing, which is the inner voice of ourself, the higher consciousness of ourself. The highest spiritual consciousness of ourself is soul. And many people now talking in terms of atheism, many people think that they are many people, not I am saying about atheist people, they say that soul is by science you cannot define soul, because if you are religious then only soul existence is possible. But I don't think so. Do it is really true, because in Gita also, in Bhagavad Gita, there was a slok in Krishna when Krishna said, "Soul can neither be created nor destroyed." He said in the same words, I am quoting Krishna's words, Lord Krishna's words, that he said, "Soul cannot be created nor can be destroyed. It can only be transferred from one person to another person." Similarly, we also know that there is some law of energy, law of conservation of energy, which says that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but it can only be transferred from one place to another. So in actual sense, if you want to define soul in scientific means, you can say it is the infinite source of energy. Because see, energy is in different forms, and we say emotions. What actually we meant by emotions is energy in motions. Emotions, if you define emotion words correctly, it is energy in motions. So our emotions are emotions of love, empathy, sympathy, aggression are the constituents of our soul. Kindness, benevolence. If you are kind to others, if you can feel their emotion, if you can feel their problems, because if you can feel their problems, then your heart is very kind. So it is actually how we treat ourselves. It is the revelation of our soul, because many times what we treat others is actually the fingerprint of our soul. Because as I have mentioned before, because if you want to, it will not be possible that you will treat another person kindly and you yourself will be very depressive or very bad. That is not the case, because if you are kind from inner side, then you will always be kind to the others. But if you are not kind from inner side, actually not kind from inner side, then you never will be kind to anybody else. So if your soul is kind enough, if your soul have benevolence, you can show empathy towards the people who are suffering, then you have a kind soul. We can say kind soul. So soul in scientific way, I have defined it is the infinite amount of energy. I want to tell this according to the scientific discussion which is going on, that can actually soul be the energy, infinite source of energy. Because in our body, many of you are not aware of this, we have 7 chakras. 7 chakras are the 7 conscious energy centers, which are the spiritual gateways of infinite source of energy. Because if we unlock all these 7 chakras, we can be able to know the existence of universe, why universe existed, how it is, and why we are the constituent of this universe. So soul in such a way can be defined as the higher consciousness of ourselves. When we see, guys, we all know that in this universe we are a dot. We are a decimal, means we are very small part of the universe. But when we know ourselves that in this universe we are also some part, we have some value, means we are not the creation, we are the creator, because we are also constituted from the universe. So in a way, universe is also created by us. So when you are able to unlock the way to the endless universe and see that the endless universe and you are parallel to each other, not discriminatingly in a way that you are small and the whole universe is very big, a very enormous infinite thing, because you are also an infinite source of energy. Because if you are able to unlock your 7 chakras by Kundalini Yoga, this is a yoga practice, one of the hardest yoga practice, and one of the most dangerous yoga practice, by which you are able to direct your energy direct your energy and unlock your spiritual pathway. So soul is the higher consciousness of ourself, and we should always remember that soul is our inner voice. What is our inner voice is our soul. And when soul is, we are in this universe. We all know that we are in this universe of materialistic things. So we are forgetting the importance of soul, because as you all know, materialistic things like lust, money addiction, sex addiction, there are lot of things in lust. Not only sex addiction, but many other things, that money addiction, greediness, exploiting nature, exploitation nature. So there are a lot of things in lust. So due to these material things, we are in a way engulfed by these things. The values of lust are called as tamas. By Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita has mentioned that you have three values. The two are, the first one is the good one, is the very best one, that is which will lead to your higher self. Second one is neutral one, and third is the tamas. That is the one of the disvalue, that is the lust, which makes ourselves connected to this materialistic world. But when we are able to break free through the shackles of tamas, that is from materialistic things, we are able to highlight ourselves that we are not we are not our only body and mind. Because see, if you see, you have heard in many cultures it is written that is, for example, in Japanese cultures it is always written, for example, in Japanese martial arts like karate, it is said that body, spirit and mind, body, mind and spirit, body, mind, spirit. So body, mind, soul. So there is no such thing as heart, because heart in a sense has no work to do with our emotions. Yes, heart can feel. I am not saying that heart cannot feel. Our heart has also some part where it can feel emotions, but its main purpose is to pump blood. It is not doing any other work than pumping blood. But we always show our emotions with heart, but actually it is our soul. And when we are able to break free from our mindset, our memories, our bad memories of ourselves, and we are able to go to the higher consciousness of ourselves, higher consciousness that we are this universe and we are the creator of this universe, then we are able to that. And when we are able to understand that we are also divine. See, no one has seen God, and what I meant is we will never know what happens after death, and we will be able to see God. But everyone knows that some part of God, some part of divinity is inside us. When we are able to understand the divinity which is inside us, which the God, which the Creator has Himself insisted us or given us, and when we are able to understand that divinity, when we are able to separate ourselves from the materialistic things like alcohol, sex addiction, money addiction, greediness, over-exploiting nature, and from such tamas value, then we are able to see ourselves in a higher consciousness. And when we are able to see in a higher consciousness of ourselves, we become one with the God. And that is called in Bhagavad Gita, it is said, or Vedic script, or according to our sacred books, it is said mukti, that is moksha, salvation. When we are able to break free from the cycle of continuous deaths and life and death, birth and rebirth, we are able to understand ourselves as higher consciousness, and we are not just the part of the universe, we are the universe in ourselves. So this is, I wanted to tell you what actually is soul, I hope you understand what I wanted to try to say to you by saying that soul is higher consciousness of ourselves, and we can uplift, we can unlock the gateway of our spirituality by yoga. So this is all from my side, and I hope you understand the meaning of soul, which I wanted to tell you all. So please like, share, and importantly subscribe my channel. Let's spiritually get awakened with UD. Let's get spiritually awakened with UD for more awesome videos like this. Thank you guys. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram.